Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace. Rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's start on our backs. You can come into a Shavasana type position. Go ahead and spread out. And either close your eyes or take a soft gaze up towards the ceiling. Start to slow down your breath. These first few moments of class can be a time of switching gears, really slowing things down. Slowing down the breath is tangible. We all have the capability of doing that, taking a little longer, slower inhale, longer, slower exhale. But we can also slow down in the way that we respond. Sometimes stimulus and reaction happen so quickly. And so in our practice today, we can try and insert a little pause, noticing sensation, noticing sensory input, and just inserting a pause before responding. So that instead of just conditioned responses, we can choose how to think, how to act in any given moment using all the knowledge we have right now. So you can keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. Let's begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out really long through your arms and legs, reaching through your fingers and your toes. Then interlace your fingers, press out through your palms and flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands, the heels of your feet. And then release. Bring the right knee in. Give that knee a good squeeze, maybe a little jiggle. Straighten this leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg for a gentle hamstring stretch, and then flex and point your foot a few times. Going to your deepest flex, fullest point. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then release. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. And then release. Bend your knee, bring it across, come into a spinal twist. And each new shape is stirring things up, whole new sensory input, whole new set of sensations. What are you feeling? What are you noticing here? Stay in your twist. Try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal, like a little tug of war from one end to the other. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then grab hold of just the left knee. Drop the right leg long. Squeeze this knee in close, and you might give it a little jiggle or shake. And then straighten the left leg up. Flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times one way. Couple times the other way. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side. Taking in what this pose is presenting, this situation. What are you actually feeling right now? And then bend the knee, bring it across, spinal twist. First with a bent knee, and then try straightening the left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reach away from one another. And then release, roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees. And then drop your feet to the floor, and we'll get set up for a little bit of core work. Start by drawing the belly in, pressing the lower back down from the inside. You can interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Last one. Release down and then send your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Let's take one more. Release and switch. Left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Two more. Last one. Release and switch again. Right leg high. This time take the left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. Keep the belly drawing in strongly. One more. And then switch to left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release. Stretch long. Let's bring knees in again. A little circle or rock. And then we're going to make our way up to sitting, coming all the way forward into a high push-up position. So you can set your hands near the front of the mat. Step your feet back. Feeling this. You've done this one before, but what is it like right now? Using real-time information combined with everything you learned so far to do this pose new, right here. Shift your weight forward to lower down. And then come into your back bend. Cobra or up dog. You can explore what your limits are. What's possible for this body? And sometimes we want to be a little extra careful if you notice something. Sometimes we want to explore, push a little. How is it right now for you? Let's come back to down dog. Take your time, waking things up. You might pedal out your feet a little, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Some poses and some shapes, you may be in contact with things that feel good, a celebration of having a body and what it can do. And in some moments, you may be in contact with your limitations, what's challenging, what's uncomfortable. And all of it is useful. All of it is part of the practice. Can I be with this? Just like it is. Drop your knees. Let's sink back to child's pose. Just practicing that as a good option. Remembering that what you do physically is always your choice. You can always rest, whether you rest in this shape or a different one. When you come back to something like a rest, that could be a good place to recheck your intention, your focus. Slow down your breath again. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table, come back through down dog. Walk hands and feet towards one another, and let's hang in ragdoll, feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a little sway or shake out. Bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's step up to the front of the mat. We'll bring hands together. Feet can be together or apart, coming into your mountain pose, Utkatasana. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths in down dog or child's pose or sitting, any neutral shape. Feeling where you are, feeling what it's like to be here now. Last breath here. Come Back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, take your right leg up. Bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee. Feeling what's being stirred up as you do this. Can we even insert a pause before we label it good or bad? Just taking it in, what it's like. It's like this. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. And then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. And reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your right wrist. Take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Hips low, chest high. Release arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretch that left leg straighter, longer, higher. Let your head drop. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. You can take a vinyasa or just step back, feeling each moment. Notice when you check out and then invite yourself back warmly with compassion. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Can you go right to your edge? There may be a tendency to shy away from what's uncomfortable. Is it possible to carefully go right up to it? Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Send it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Arms up. Sink low. Grab your right wrist, take it across. Over to the other side, grab your left wrist. back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Open up the heart. Release, arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Stretch that right leg longer. Let your head hang. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog or child's pose or sitting, any neutral shape. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips sink low, head reaches high, shoulders drop low, fingers reach high. Feeling what's going up, what's going down. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Let's come into warrior three, shift forward and find your balance. You can customize the outer shape so it suits your needs right now, as best you can. And then how much can you feel here, what's happening in your body? Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one, just one breath. Release to your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. First feeling, pause. Let what you feel and everything you know so far inform anything you do, so it's not just unconscious, habitual reactivity, but conscious responding. Step back. Warrior one, release. Make your way back to down dog and back to a good rest. Letting go. Letting go of all that work. gaze again. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3. Step back. Warrior 1. From here, let's take eagle arms. Right elbow on top of left. Put some pressure between the elbows like you're trying to pull them apart to help spread the upper back. Deep bend in the front leg, but belly lifting. Can you keep length in the lower back? Let's start to lean forward. Come onto the toes of that back foot and then step into eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. If you can hook your ankle around your calf, do so. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Looking for length and space, expanding past the ends of the body. Let's lift the right hand as we lower the left, square off the hips, airplane around to revolve half moon. So now left hand will be on the floor, right arm reaches high. Hips are square, going towards straight long lines. Last breath here. Release. Take a short step back, pyramid pose. If you have blocks, they could be useful here now. You may want to adjust the distance between your legs. You may want to bring your hands a little higher, hands right under shoulders, as high as you need them. Going towards a flat back, towards folding. Last breath here. And release. Make your way back to down dog. Left leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, one breath, come in. Step right back. Warrior 1. From here, eagle arms, left elbow on top. Pressure between the elbows, spreading the rib cage, spreading the back. Shift your weight forward, come onto the toes, that back foot. Step into eagle, Garudasana. Consciously adjusting, consciously responding. One more. Unwind. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Take your time. So we want to both protect, take care of our bodies, making sure we don't hurt ourselves, but also explore potential, what's possible. Is there more full expression possible for you here now? Start to airplane around to revolved half moon. Right hand to the floor or to a block. Left arm up, hips are now square. Long spine, long limbs. Last breath. Release, pyramid pose. Take a short step back. You may want to adjust your footing. You may want to grab blocks. Going towards a flat back. Towards folding. Let's release, make your way back to down dog. Five deep breaths. Last breath here. And let's make our way through down dog into high push-up. Lower all the way down onto your belly. You can turn your head to one side, resting here for a moment. Hands can be under the head or back by the legs. Letting the weight of your body release into the floor. And then we'll do a little bit of work for the back, resting in between. So let's extend the arms forward, extend the legs back, and then try and lift the arms and legs off the ground, just a couple of inches, but really long. Try and have your arms even with your ears. You may drop your head a little, lift the arms a little, stretching even longer through fingertips, through toes, through top of the head, through the tailbone. And then release, turn your head the other way. Letting go fully. Let's come up again, arms forward, legs back. This time bring your legs all the way together, big toes touching. Reach out to come up, squeezing legs together. Reaching long through fingertips, toes, head, tail. Keep the legs squeezing together. Take the arms out to the side. And then back behind you, interlace your fingers and reach back through your knuckles. Still forward through the top of the head, so back of the neck is long. Legs squeezing together. Keep the legs together, arms back out to the sides, back even with the ears. And then release. Letting go. Let's bend the knees and reach back for the outsides of the feet for bow pose, Garudasana. If you need padding under your pelvis for this, feel free to put a blanket or a cushion under there. Kick the feet back, letting strong legs lift the chest. Try and keep the knees just hip width apart. Release, come down, rest. Based on how that felt, you might take the same thing again You might stay resting, or you might do a different belly down back bend. Sphinx is a gentle one you could do instead on the forearms. If you do want to take bow again, stay as long or short as you like. Feeling what you're doing. Can you relax your face? Can your breath be deep while you're in this powerful pose? When it's complete, come down and rest. Let's take a little windshield wiper side to side. Let the shins flop one way and the other. Press back to child's pose. Spreading the back. Let's come all the way through to sitting. You might take a Vinyasa or come through down dog, or you can just sit however you like. Extend the legs forward. You might take the flesh of the sit bones back. Lengthen your spine and then fold, and use your hands to support you. You can keep your hands on the floor or reach for the feet or put a strap around the feet. Every inhale, explore length. Is there any more length? Every exhale, exploring folding. Is there anything to let go of? Could you go a little deeper? Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bend the right leg in so the sole of the foot is on the floor. Bring it in as close as you can to your hips, but a little far away from the inner thigh, enough so that you could place your hand on the floor between your foot and your inner leg. So we're still sitting nice and tall. Take the right arm up, reach it forward. You can stay here. You might even reach for your foot or put a strap on the foot. Or, for those of you who want, you can try a bind. Right arm around that bent right knee, reaching for the left fingers or wrist or a strap behind you. See if you can get both sit bones grounded and lengthen and fold. And we're just going in those directions. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Now right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm is going to reach up and then to the outside of the knee for a twist. Trying to keep both sit bones grounded, nice tall spine, rotating. If you want to try a bind here, you can try and reach for your fingers, a strap, or your wrist behind you. A bit tighter. Feeling where you are. Tall spine, as tall as you can. Last breath. Let's release. Around to the front. We're going to cradle the right shin now. Take a little rock side to side. Still sitting up on the sit bones. You might bring your foot to the center of your chest, opening the hip a bit more. And then either place it at the top of the left thigh for half lotus. If that does not work so well for your body, you could place it on the inner thigh for Shavasana. If you are trying half lotus, you might also try for a bind. Right arm behind the back, reaching for either the inner elbow or the big toe, or again, using a strap. And then folding. Left hand can be on the foot, the floor, or a strap. So these trickier poses have, this might be heresy, have no inherent value that I can see. I mean, they are just random meaningless shapes that put us in contact with our limits. So when you are in contact with your limits, it may or may not look the way it does for me. Probably doesn't, since we have different bodies. It's not about being able to fold. It's not about being able to grab your big toe. It's not about being able to force your body into any of this. As you go towards your edge, and these complex poses may be necessary for you to reach your edge, for some bodies they are, can you open up perception? Can you still slow down reactivity when it's like this, however this is? Let's release, unwind. You might want to give a little rub to your joints, kind of release that. You could take a seated vinyasa. Vinyasa is a great way to integrate what you've just done. You could move in any other way. You could just stay seating. We're going to make our way to the other side. So coming through to sitting if you're not there already. Legs extend forward, bend the left knee in. You're taking it as close to your body as you can, but not too close to the inner thigh, enough that you could put your hand on the floor between you. Sitting tall, left arm up, reaches for the right foot. You might stay there, or elbow around the bent leg, reaching for the fingers or wrist behind you. Lengthen and fold. It's called Marichyasana. Can you relax your jaw where you are now? Can you both protect yourself and explore your full expression? And can you let it be just like it is? There is no problem. Let's release, come up. Left hand to the floor behind us, right arm up, right elbow to the outside of the knee. Still sit tall. If you did try for that bind, you might try it again. While you're in whatever shape you're in, can your breath be full? Can you pay attention to details? Can you do your best here? Release. Let's cradle the left shin. Rock side to side. This can be opening for the hip. Try and sit tall, long lower back. You might bring your left foot closer to the center of the chest and then bring it to either half lotus or Shavasana. If you're trying half lotus, you might also try for a bind. Left hand behind the back to reach for the inner elbow, big toe, or a strap. And then fold whatever amount. So unconscious conditioned response may be, I'm uncomfortable, this doesn't look the way she's doing it, there's a problem. I know that's a common one for me. So more purposeful, slow down is doing my best given what I understand the instruction to be, what I understand about my body, alignment, anatomy, everything I've learned up to this point, doing my best to come into the full expression of this shape. Feeling what that's like. Pause. Letting it be just like it is, and continually using that real-time feedback, all my previous knowledge, to take good care of myself and go towards full expression the whole time, blessing it. Shouldn't be otherwise, shouldn't be easier, shouldn't be more comfortable, shouldn't be better looking. Just like it is and just like it isn't. Let's release. Unwind that. You might give a little rub to the joints, shake things out. If you want to take another vinyasa, you are welcome. If you want to take any other movement, you are welcome. We'll be making our way onto our backs, and you can get there however you want to get there. Eventually coming onto your back, bringing knees in, and taking a little circle or rock with your knees here. Releasing lower back into the floor. Drop your feet to the floor, and we'll get set up for a few hip stretches, leg stretches, starting by crossing your right foot over your left knee. Reach your hands through, grab the left leg, hug it in. As you do this, can you relax your shoulders? Can you drop your chin so the back of the neck is long? To release, drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a few times both directions, and then release and switch. Left ankle crosses above the right knee, reach the hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in, drop your shoulders, drop your chin. And then release, drop your right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point. Circle your ankle, both directions. Drop the straight left leg along the floor. Bring your right knee in and then take it across, spinal twist. And do this in a way that feels good for you. There's so many ways to do each of these poses. You could use self-massage, your hands on your body. It could be really active, a lot of tone. It could be passive. Roll back onto our back. Same thing, other side. Left knee in and across. And then back onto your back. Check in with your body. Anything else needed to complete this practice for you? If so, take your time. Maybe some last pose or stretch that would help you wind things down. Maybe there's some movement you want to take. It doesn't even have to be a yoga pose. If you want to adjust your clothing or grab any props or do a little self-massage, whatever you need to feel complete in your practice. Eventually settling into stillness. Eventually letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. And come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring hands together at your heart. And just take a moment to acknowledge the best part of yourself. Letting that shine. We can bow to that light in ourselves and in all of us. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.